At some point in your life, you've probably seen this chart. This is an eye chart used to measure visual acuity, or what's commonly referred to as clarity of your vision. 20/20 or 6/6, which is regarded to be normal or perfect vision, is the ability to read this line from 20 feet or 6 meters away. In some cases, it's not uncommon to find people who possess above average vision, which is about 6'5 or 6'4. But more impressively, in 1976, upon doing research under the National Trachoma Program for Fred Hollows, it was found that some Indigenous Australians possessed extraordinary eyesight, almost double the strength of what was considered to be perfect vision, and perhaps the greatest vision ever reported anywhere else in the world.
I was interested just to see how good the vision in Aboriginal people was, because there'd been stories about them being able to spot things sharper or sooner than other people. And so we did some very specific testing of vision, and we found extraordinary superfine vision.
In 1976, Professor Taylor's findings found that some Indigenous Australians possessed vision in the order of 6.2.5 and 6.1.5. This was almost 3 times as superior to that of non-Indigenous Australians measured at the time. Superior eyesight possessed by Indigenous Australians allowed them to thrive in Australia for thousands and thousands of years, and more remarkably, they were able to track and predict interstellar movements in highly sophisticated ways.
There are stories that go back to Western Victoria, back in the 1840s, where Aboriginal people were describing the constellations that they could see. And there's an interesting story around that, because there have been other researchers from Sydney, astronomers, trying to work out the Aboriginal constellations. And they couldn't figure them out. There seemed to be lots of stars missing. And then after they went out with the binoculars and they could fill in the stars that the Aboriginal people would be able to see with their naked eye.
First Australians used their incredible eyesight to recognise celestial cycles over decades, and also used the skies and the stars over the year to show when seasons were shifting and to track when certain foods were available. Their incredible eyesight has been attributed to evolution and living in a hunter-gatherer society where strong vision was vital to survival. Interestingly, similarities can be seen throughout various hunter-gatherer societies around the world, where long before pre-European astronomy, African, Mayan, and other societies were able to recognize and use constellation patterns for their survival. What's also interesting is myopia, or what's commonly referred to as nearsightedness or visual distance impairment, has been noted to be absent in undisturbed hunter-gatherers but ubiquitous in modern-day populations. In a study conducted with Amazonian hunter-gatherers in Ecuador, it is shown that the decline in visual acuity may be due to the diet consumed by modern-day populations. Hunter-gatherer people evolved and relied on a varied wild diet with excellent nutritional qualities key to eye health. This is in contrast to modern food systems, which are based on human convenience and economy rather than survival and health. The study on Amazonian hunter-gatherers showed a diet consisting of more than 100 food species with over 80 wild plants, allowing them to obtain a larger variety and quantity of nutrition. With Australia boasting over 250 edible plants on the east coast alone, it would be fair to say Indigenous Australians also consumed a highly varied wild diet. But despite having the best recorded visual acuity, Indigenous Australians currently face significant eye health issues at rates far worse than non-Indigenous Australians. A lot of these issues stem from changes in lifestyle since European settlement of Australia, and although Indigenous children are still born with some of the best vision, these external factors see their eyesight deteriorate significantly as they age. Our eyes are one of the most important organs in our body, and although we may not use them for navigating the stars or to hunt, they still play a vital role in survival in modern society. Eye health, specifically myopia and short-sightedness, are currently on the rise, and with eyesight conditions worsening, maybe a look back in time will unlock the key to improve vision.